In this video, guys, I'm going to answer a question from a subscriber, thank you, which says, which is the best day trading strategy and why? I'm slightly biased, but I put biases to one side and we'll attack this question. Stick around. Hey guys, warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so quickly, let's go for it. What is the best day trading strategy and why? So, okay, listen, I'm slightly biased because obviously the strategies that I use, I feel are good. I wouldn't use them if I didn't. You know, they work for me. Some of them I've used for 15 years plus. Some of them are kind of relatively new and tweaking and adjusting and all sorts of stuff. But hey, listen, let's just put that to one side for now and let's make it a broad approach. So some people might say, all right, there's a breakout strategy, and a breakout strategy can work very well. You can get multiple times your risk. It can work very nicely, all these kind of things. And some people will use a breakout strategy. I don't think that's the best. Why? Because I think if we're looking at day trading specifically, in fact, I know because I day trade regularly, consistently, and have done for many, many years, that markets don't break out frequently. When they do, they go and they look seductive, right? It was like, oh, it's breaking out. I could have made so much money on this. But markets don't do that most of the time. Most of the time, you're going to have to look at an intraday chart. It puts a high in, it tests the high, it reverses. It tests the high, it reverses. It tests the low, maybe it breaks out. But the point is, you might get one breakout for every 10 fake outs. And so, unless you're very good at recognizing when the breakouts are, and yes, you know, we talked about this before, how to recognize breakouts and how to become better at that. You should probably perhaps have a breakout, but it's not the best one. We're talking about the best one here, not about other things that you can have. We're talking about the best thing to do. So, with that being said, obviously, if we flip it on its head, what do I think is the best trading strategy? I think the best trading strategy is to fade new highs or new lows. Why do I think this? Because if you look at any intraday chart, the trading Euro USD, USD JPY, Dow, DAX, FTSE, any of these things, look at the daily chart. Very often, this is the pattern, guys. You kind of push up to a high, you push down to a low, and then what happens? You end up maybe pushing down to the low again, faking out and going back to the high. Push up to a high, faking out and coming back to the low. Now, okay, appreciate we're going to simplify this and go, oh, well, you know, you might get an extension. We're not going to go into detail about how to define your trading setup and strategy, but what I want to really kind of hammer home on my perspective, you might disagree. I'm interested to see what you guys say in the comment section below. But the interesting thing is that mean reversion or fading highs and lows is really a good strategy. And why is it a good strategy? Well, listen, if you've got a proper stop loss in place and you've got a proper risk management strategy in place, it's not a dangerous. Something like, oh, you know, fading new highs isn't that dangerous? Well, no, just think about what everyone else is doing, guys. Everyone else is buying breakouts. Everyone else is having stops above here, or they're selling here and having stops. If you are fading where most people are putting their stops, highs and lows, and again, you know, there's an art to doing it of how far away you do it, what kind of, when you do it, when you don't do it, but we're leaving that to one side for now. We're just sticking to the initial kind of question, which is the best day trading strategy. You will find that very often the market will reverse. Now, will it give you your full profit? Not always, but this is one of the most lucrative ways to day trade whatever market you're looking at. Now, I'm saying this broadly, and I'm saying about this in a lot of risk still. It's not a holy grail or nothing, but if I was to pick the best day trading strategy and also drill it down as much as I could, rather than just say mean reversion or this or that or the other, I'd say, listen, wait till the market puts a high in, and then when it comes to the high again, if you want to add, if we're going to go into a little bit of detail, let's do it. Rather than selling into the high, wait until it comes back through the high. So yes, appreciate this is a nice cherry-picked example on a whiteboard, and it's also lovely. If we had these every day, wouldn't it be fabulous? There's going to be differences and nuances, but the theory is, as you come up and you come back here, and I say theory, guys, as I execute these trades on a daily basis, so yes, it's theory, but these do work. As you start to come back through, there's your short entry there and your stop is there. So you're literally using that high. Everyone knows it's the high. It's gone through, it fails. You're taking a short, your stop is there. Targets however you want to do it. Same with the downside. If it's going through the lows there, wait until it comes back up. It's a very simple strategy, guys. It's very simple to execute. There's more to it than just being simple. The time of day comes into it, the market you're trading, all these other things that are there, which it was important, it's super important, and it probably is the difference between it being a winning strategy and not. But this is the basic. And if you can go and look at a chart yourself, bring up any chart and see how many times you get fake outs to the upside, fake outs to the downside, or even if it carries on ripping up, it means you're not in the trade. You're not in the trade anyway, because if it just carries on and blasts through, it doesn't come back through that high, you're not in it. And if it does come back through the high and then goes back up again, you're stopped out, so what? That's the name of the game. That's what risk management is all about. So that, I think, is the best day trading strategy. That's just my opinion. You guys might have another. What about something from an opening range strategy? Breakout from an opening range? What about an opening drive? What about a close at a VWAP? All these kind of things. There's so many powerful strategies to use intraday. You guys may well have a better strategy out there than this, and stick it in the comment section below. Now, I'm not saying I'm right. Works for me. I like this. There's some nuances to it, and kind of little different tweaks and adjustments that have to be made to it. But hey, it's stood the test of time for me. Coming up to 20 years, ouch, coming up to 20 odd years in the markets, you know, this stuff. And if you just see, we'll have a link to that below. But anyway, that's what I think is the best day trading strategy. And why? Because it happens very, very often, and it's my opinion. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.